Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, you can see this is the OR Fab rear tire carrier that has been on my 2003 Jeep TJ for quite a few years. Now, while this tire carrier has served its purpose, I'm going to do some mods to it to make it a little better, in my opinion. One of the first things we're going to work with is redesigning how the rear tire is going to mount on the back. So I need to cut out a round profile. So I had a Dana 35 ring gear, which worked out perfect, just tracing it out. And then I'm gonna bolt it down my work table. Gonna try out one of these new metal cutoff blades. Having a plasma cutter, something would work out better, but my plasma cutter doesn't cut through 1/4-inch steel, just for small body panels. So this was pretty painful trying to cut it out. As you can see, the rough profile is happening. And then to smooth it out, I put it in my lathe and very carefully machined it down, because you got to be careful with all the sharp edges and that, but I got it pretty smooth, and right now it's looking good. So now the OR Fab tire carrier came with this T-handle. I'm going to repurpose that. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to see how it's going to fit up. Now, as you can see, I can finally see where the threaded bolt part is put in, so I'm gonna cut that down even further. And then I got my round disc that I beveled out for welding, and my threaded rod over there. You can see I got that machined down and it's ready to weld into place. So this, I designed it to go straight through, so I'm gonna weld it on the back and then weld it on the front, so the penetration is going to be nice and solid, and I won't have to worry about vibration going down the road, breaking off the weld at one end, because it's welded all the way through. Now I just decided to fit it up, and it's still a little bit high, so I'm going to cut it down a couple more inches. Now once I cut it down, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna like the fit, because I really want it to butt up and it fits up nice and close. Put the tire on, of course. In order to drill your holes for your studs, you need to know where. So drilling the holes, and at first I only welded 2 studs in, and then I changed my mind and decided to go for 3 studs in the end. So the last mod I want to do to this rack is, see, you've got my jerry can holder there, and I was never a big fan of the jerry cans just hanging off here, even though it's pressed against the side of the Jeep. You know, I just didn't feel good about it. So it has these on the bottom, so I don't know if there's an accessory. These were probably made for an attachment, but I got this piece of flat iron. Gonna cut it to the same width and just weld it on there, so it kind of acts like a little ledge that the jerry can sit on. Maybe some jerry cans have like a little lip or something that would hang down and then connect in there, but these plastic ones, there isn't. So that's what I'm gonna do, is just mount a little plate on there. I think that'll be golden. So there we go, just fit it up. I am quite happy with the way this turned out. So the next thing I want to do is to make sure that the tire carrier doesn't start to unscrew itself. So I got a couple metal plates that I welded in place. And what I'm going to do is use a set screw that I'm going to drill and tap in. And then also using a set screw to dimple the rod where I want my tires set. And that way, once it's installed, there's going to be no chance of it moving. After sitting on it for a night, I decided to add a 3rd bolt hole. That way it will not rattle when I'm out on the trails. So I'm just about ready to throw the tire on, and I want to put some anti-seize on there. I guess the only real issue that's going to be is lifting that tire onto the top. Tires went down way easier than I thought, but I guess if you have like 35s or something, also put my lock on the back. Just because if something ever happened, it's not gonna free fall to the road, and I'm not gonna say it's gonna stop these. I mean, you could obviously put like a lock and lug on there, but if they want it bad enough, they're gonna take it. So more of a deterrent. And also, now that the tires put on there, she's solid. That setup isn't gonna move at all. I mean, obviously you're not gonna be able to tell till you take it out on the roads and really rough it up, see what's gonna happen. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and possibly may give you some ideas if you have the OR Fab tire carrier as well. But I think this is gonna work awesome for me. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.